and we never talked politics, but it came to my attention
Oh,
that this man is a true patriot. Him and the other gentlemen who work at his garage. Philly Chris, I often tell our listeners that it's important to support those who support freedom. Do you think that rings true?
absolutely, my friend. And it's there's never been a more important time, I think.
Good. I was going to say, you better not disagree with me or you kicked off the show. You know what time it is. Buckle up and enjoy the ride. Philly Chris, I often tell our listeners that it's important to support those who support freedom. Do you think that rings true?
Absolutely, my friend. And it's there's never been a more important time, I think.
Good. I was going to say, you better not disagree with me or you kicked off the show.
What a bad idea, Mike.
It is not important to support those who support freedom. That would be what Sammy the socialist would say, right? Sammy would say, no, we don't like freedom around here.
It's really been too much freedom, and I'd like to give some of my freedom back, please.
Yeah.
No freedom for snowflaking here.
That's right.
I will tell you this. I've been patronizing this business, an auto mechanic, for several years. And one of the things that I like about them, and I noticed from the very beginning, is that they're very honest and upfront about things that you need, things that you might not need. Anytime you see somebody turning away money, I do that as an attorney quite a bit. I tell somebody I can't help them or their money should be spent in a different way. And it's not always fun to tell them that because people want to know that you can help them. But in certain situations, there's nothing that can be done. And if you call enough attorneys, somebody will take your money to waste a bunch of time. It's very similar with auto mechanics, I guess, really any industry. But if you don't know what you're doing and you're going to an auto mechanic, you can really get taken advantage of. And that has happened to many people. And I'm sure you've run into people in your life where that's happened to them. They've done news stories on this. And so I really took a liking to this gentleman, a small business owner, intelligent guy, honest guy, and we never talked politics. But it came to my attention that this man is a true patriot. Him and the other gentlemen who work at his garage.
Excellent.
The manager over there, we started talking about the Second Amendment, gave them copies of the book. They read the book, gave us very positive reviews. I was glad to hear that they actually read it. When somebody gets the book and comes back and says, oh, I loved this part and this part and this part, and I enjoyed it, thought it was easy. I love hearing that because, it's not just sitting on a shelf somewhere,
Right.
But I think that when you find this kind of thing out, it's important for us to stick together this day and age. You can just as easily go to some chain with whatever service it is or product it is that you're seeking. But when you're able to support those who support freedom, I think that that's very important because it's very clear that a lot of these corporations have gotten on board with the left and the left's agenda, and they push that out there, and they're allowed to do that. Yet if somebody comes out in support of, let's say, Donald Trump, they're demonized and everybody wants to put them out of business. There's a clear double standard there. So I think it's that much more important to support those who support freedom. So if you find somebody who shares your values and they're good at what they do, consider that when you're bringing your business to people. I think that's very important. Have you ever run into that, Philly Chris, any area in particular?
With the car stuff?
No, not necessarily car stuff, but you run into businesses where you find out that people are like-minded and share your values, and you want to put money in their pocket as opposed to giving dollars to some corporate entity who's going to stand up there and support gun control, let's say.
Right. Yeah. No, I've actually been thinking more about it recently, especially with everything going on the past, year or so, and trying to patronize those companies that are more like-minded and also avoid the ones that are exactly the opposite and who seem to be more interested in taking our freedom and, providing COVID passports and things of that nature, which we'll probably be seeing more soon. So, it's important. Yeah, especially now.
We live in a very sick and twisted world. I've said it before. And I was saying this before the pandemic and everything. This world is sick and it's getting sicker.